Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see Villanova taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So on the floor for Villanova, Ferguson, he's in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
Here's Freak following the score by Kansas. A three-pointer off the mark. And so here's Kansas. Oubre passes to Gaines. Lee outside. There's the pick. Terry outside. Dishes to Oubre to the inside. Lee. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. They'll talk. About the Wildcats and what you were mentioning, the improbable title run in 1985 was certainly the stuff of movies. They got hot, Greg, at the right time.
And they had to take down two #1 seeds and also two #2 seeds in their path to win it all. Their biggest test being in the finals against the heavily favored Hoyas. It's the defining moment of that program.
Gaines gets the lead. There's the dish to Gaines. Miller against Terry. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Terry's got his first basket. Freak with it. From outside the arc, Terry grabs the board. On defense, Villanova. They trail by 3. Lee outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Some changes for Kansas. Kedmon's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Duncan. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Here's Ferguson. No good from outside.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
Count that one. Oubre's got his first 2 points of the night.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
And another miss by Villanova. It's Williams with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
We've got Oubre, and it's Gaines in at the 5 spot.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And for Villanova, Ferguson in at point guard. Jones is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Foster, and it's Moore in at the 5. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the star.
Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
They've got Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Villanova, Ferguson, he's in at point guard. Also Bryan out there. Miller is out there with Cooper, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 spot.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And for Kansas, we've got Oubre, and it's Lee in at the point. Here's the screen. To the wing right side. Doubled by Ferguson. For the lead. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Oubre. Lee's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Lee's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Well, for Villanova, they've had a lot of their graduates make waves in the NBA. You can find a Wildcat playing professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Foye are the big names. Dante Cunningham's another guy who's had an impact.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Jones checked in for Villanova. Outside Williams. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
And he's good on the second. And here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Jacks up a 3. No good.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008.
Outside Williams. Duncan outside. There's a screen. Gaines controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Gaines has got 6.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
And you know what? No need to catch it in a situation like that. He's got terrifically soft hands, and that finish doesn't allow the defense to react. And guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud.
A platoon swap here for Kansas. Villanova making a switch here. Villanova trails by 3. Beal dishes to Freak. It's Beal on the wing. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Daniels.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And Jenkins kicks to Dedmon. On the wing, Daniels, defended by Jones. Pass to Jenkins. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Jayhawks have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Kyle Clarkson. That's his second personal foul.
And that one misses.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately, it's the kind.
Here's Freak.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
So on the floor for Villanova, Ferguson is in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. Fires the 3. And he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Ferguson.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
.146 left in the second half of basketball. Lee outside. There's the feed to Gaines. Duncan outside. There's the triple. Villanova grabs the miss. Now here's Freak. From deep three-point range, and Villanova, another 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
20.
.122 left in the second half of basketball.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak. He doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second half.